Welcome back, YouTube. So, I actually got something done for once, and I was actually able to complete these 12 horse maidens, or as I like to call them, briettes, by the 31st. So they were done. I know this video is a few days after that, but I did get them done on the 31st. So my painting tally for the month wasn't complete trash, but I actually enjoyed painting these miniatures a hell of a lot more than I thought I was. When I did the Xerxes command stand with the slave girls, those miniatures, the slave girls, were trash. The Persians were fine. The slave girls were trash. They had wonky proportions. The sculpts weren't the best, and I was expecting the same because it was of the same line. But these ones were actually a little bit better. There was only a couple of miniatures with like exaggerated hands and whatnot. The rest of the proportions were really well. I made a short experimenting with three or four different skin tone methods. I ended up settling on a base coat with a flesh wash, either Reichland or Army Painter flesh wash, and then I did some blending layers, just building up some layers of highlights on top of that. So I'll show a few off here. I'll definitely show off my favorites. But yeah, and never mind this guy. He's a miscellaneous Persian horseman that needed to be painted. But this is the commander right here. Yeah, I really enjoyed painting them. They're a little shiny. The tunics or the dresses, I don't know, the skirts, they're a little shiny because I haven't varnished them yet, but I'm about ready to glue them on the bases and varnish them. But yeah, she has a nice helmet, armor. This is the standard bearer. Really like the way she turned out. Yeah, they were quite fun to paint, actually. I did enjoy painting them. I feel like the faces turned out good. I did a mixture. I did some with blonde hair, a couple variations of blonde hair. This is another one. I particularly like how her blonde hair turned out. I did a mix. Now, my only complaint is they all have like giant double D fake cans. And I get it's probably hard to sculpt breast on miniatures. It's hard enough to do exaggerated muscles, let alone breast. I would have probably liked to see a little bit of variation of the breast because they all just got like triple D honkers that look like they came out of a strip club. It would have been nice to see some smaller boobs, but that's a nitpick, I guess. I like the way she turned out as well. I feel like I did really decent job with the highlights and the blending. I'm actually quite proud of my work. The miniatures themselves were better than the horses, the actual riders. Oh yeah, this is my absolute favorite, and I like this one a lot. But this is actually the one that was done with Army Painter contrast and some highlights. I actually painted her lips too. I didn't attempt to do her eyes, but this is Army Painter with speed paints with built up layers. Not bad. I really like the way her hair turned out. Let's see if we can get a hair. The red hair looks a little bit better in person, I might say. I'll show off a couple more here. Nothing too crazy. That tail's about to break. Great. And I hate these tails. They're very dainty. This is one of the dark head ones I did. I only did a couple dark haired. Usually when you see Scythian women portrayed, they're portrayed with like red and blonde hair. They're a trans Caucasian people. modern day Ukraine and Caucasus Mountains. So I mean, there's some impetus there for them being fair skinned, fair haired, which is how I chose to portray them. This is one who's like completely topless. Did her in the brown hair there. Yeah, but I really like them. I didn't have a lot of expectations for the, and this is like the Giga Chadette here. She has heavy armor. She got her cans hanging out. She's ready to fucking slice some Greeks up. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of expectation for the actual miniatures themselves just because of the horses and of the slave girls before, but they weren't that bad. I actually did enjoy painting them, and to be honest, I think they are. I'm not going to say they're my favorite unit of the army because I do like my Polemark heavy proto-cataphractari cavalry a little bit better, but they are a close second. I think I really liked how they turned out. I think I did the skin okay on them. Way better than expected. I gave them way more love than I thought I was going to. Anytime you give a unit more love than you planned on giving it, that's a good sign that you're enjoying painting the unit, and this is one of those units. I had planned on just giving them like a one and done coat and wash and maybe a highlight, and then I ended up doing blending and extra highlights and all sorts of good stuff. And I think it shows. Unfortunately, the horses are not painted to as good standard as the actual riders. But that's the painting update for this week. We're going to go straight into chariots. I have 3 chariots, 2 scythe chariots, and then 1 command chariot, which is going to be Darius the second command chariot, and he's going to have a Amazon charioteer riding for him as well, with her boobies hanging out. And then I have just a couple more units of infantry, and that's the army at that point. So we're going to keep painting. I would like to get done with all of the chariots this month. So that's not a lot. I mean, it'll be 12 horses, but only like 5 miniatures plus the chariots themselves. So not nothing crazy, but I think I could do that pretty comfortably, and then just finish out the infantry in March, and the army will be done then. We won't have anything else left. So we'll have an army showcase, and we're going to keep playing our games with Holy Diver. So till then, guys, enjoy your painting, and enjoy your actual gaming time too, because we paint, but the whole reason for painting is gaming, and sometimes I lose sight of that. So till next time.